Hello everyone, it's a pleasure to welcome you to another video. Today, I bring to you an intriguing list, 10 sea monsters that inhabited the Earth in prehistoric times. These extraordinary animals had such unique characteristics that it would be hard to believe they really existed. I invite you to stay until the end of the video because the truth is astonishing. Don't forget to give it a like and subscribe if you haven't already, to help our community grow. Now, without further ado, let's embark on this prehistoric journey. Before we dive into the video, I'd like to clarify that the positioning of the animals I'll be presenting has no correlation with how frightening they were. The order in this video will follow chronology, from the oldest to the most recent. Galopus. Let's kick off this video with a truly fascinating creature. All the monsters I'll introduce here are vertebrates, and we'll highlight the largest arthropod ever discovered, Galopus. The name, meaning wing, pays homage to the German paleontologist Otto Haeckel. This creature was described and named in 1964, and we currently know two species, with the main one being Galopus rhenanii, the type species, and Galopus howelli, which lived during the Devonian period, between 410 and 402 million years ago in the United States. It's estimated that this giant arthropod reached an impressive length of 2.5 meters. Undoubtedly, it's the largest arthropod recorded in the fossil record, a true terror for those not fond of insects. Likely the apex predator of its time, it had compound eyes providing remarkable visual acuity. Its enlarged claws and anterior limbs classify it as a member of the Eurypterid family, commonly known as sea scorpions. Despite the strata where its fossils were found suggesting a life in freshwater, the characteristics and size of this creature justify its inclusion in this ranking. Duncestus. Duncestus, a name rooted in German and Ancient Greek, meaning Dunkel's bones, pays homage to the German paleontologist David Dunkeln. This armored fish is known for several species, but in this video, I'll focus on the most prominent, such as Duncestus turrelli, the type species described and named in 1873. This giant from the Upper Devonian period, living between 382 and 358 million years ago, was found in regions that now encompass North America, Poland, Belgium, and Morocco. Duncestus turrelli, besides being the most notorious species, is also the largest. Estimates suggest that this sea warship was almost 9 meters long and weighed around 4 tons. The highlight of this fish in this video is its powerful jaws, capable of exerting incredible force, ranging from 600 to 7,400 newtons. The agility of these jaws allowed it to open and close rapidly, completing the entire process in just 50 to 60 milliseconds. The pressure generated was sufficient to crush and break the armor of other aquatic beings of its time. If you want to know more about the fascinating Duncestus, leave your comments, and consider subscribing to the channel. Soon, I'll bring a video about this enormous creature. Helicoprion. Now, let's explore a shark-like fish with a rather peculiar dentition, almost like something out of a science fiction novel, Helicoprion. Its name means spiral saw and was described and named in 1899. Currently, we know 3 species of this genus. This fish inhabited the Earth during the Permian period, between 290 and 270 million years ago, in areas that now correspond to China, Japan, Russia, Kazakhstan, Laos, Norway, Australia, Canada, the United States, and Mexico. It's estimated to have reached a size of about 5 meters, although some fossils suggest that some individuals could grow up to 8 meters in length. Helicoprion's most striking feature was its teeth, arranged in a spiral on the lower jaw. Due to the minimal wear observed on these teeth, it's believed that this fish fed on octopuses and squids, indicating a specialization as a predator. Symbos. Now, let's explore an ichthyosaur, but this one has nothing to do with the traditional forms we know from the Jurassic. This was a much larger predator that ruled the waters of the Triassic. Symbos, its name meaning boat spine, was described and named in 1868. We know several species of this animal, which you'll see on your screen now. It existed from the early Triassic to the Middle Triassic, between 249 and 237 million years ago, in regions that now correspond to North America and Europe. The size could vary depending on the species, but the largest was estimated to be between 14 and 17 meters in length. With a nearly 2-meter-long skull, generally wedge-shaped and tapering uniformly toward the tip of the snout. Its jaws were equipped with 40 teeth in each. Unlike ichthyosaurs that evolved millions of years later, Symbospondylus had a very elongated and cylindrical body. There's no doubt that Symbospondylus was one of the greatest terrors in the seas of the Triassic period. Plesiosuchus. Currently, one of the most fearsome animals in rivers is the crocodile. However, before their existence, there was a category of crocodilomorphs called Metriorhynchidae. In this video, I'll address the broader genus, Plesiosuchus. Its name originates from ancient Greek, meaning next to the crocodile, and was described and named in 1884. The only known species of this genus is Plesiosuchus mansellii, which lived during the late Jurassic, between 154 and 149 million years ago, in regions that now comprise England, the Czech Republic, and possibly Spain. It's estimated that this predator reached almost 7 meters in length, featuring a quite long skull and jaws equipped with large and robust teeth. The shape of its body maximized hydrodynamics. Records indicate that Plesiosuchus fed on pliosaurs and other marine reptiles, playing a crucial role in its ecosystem. Xiphactinus. Now, let's explore another fish because Duncestus wasn't the only one to terrorize the prehistoric seas. I present to you Xiphactinus. Its name has origins in Latin and ancient Greek, meaning sword raid, referring to the rays of its fins. The first fossils of this fish were discovered in 1850, and its official description occurred in 1870. Currently, we know two species of this genus, Xiphactinus audax and Xiphactinus vetus. This fish inhabited the Earth during the Cretaceous period, between 112 and 66 million years ago, and its remains were found mainly in the United States, although they were also discovered in Canada, Venezuela, Argentina, Europe, and Australia. It's estimated to have reached about 6 meters in length. In addition to its terrifying and grotesque appearance, various fossils reveal that they were voracious carnivores. Records show that at least a dozen specimens of Xiphactinus audax were found with remains of large prey in their stomachs, some of which were partially or fully undigested. Additionally, there is evidence of a specimen with a Mosasaur fin in its jaws. These findings reveal the voracious and predatory nature of this fish. Mosasaurus. We continue with what is certainly the most well-known and popular marine reptile, the Mosasaur. Its name means lizard of the river Meuse and was discovered in 1764, with description and naming in 1822. There are several species of Mosasaur, which I'll display on the screen, but I'll focus primarily on Mosasaurus hoffmanii. This magnificent reptile inhabited the Earth during the late Cretaceous period, between 82 and 66 million years ago. Its remains were found in regions that now comprise North America, South America, Europe, Africa, Asia, and Antarctica. The largest species was approximately 13 meters long, although isolated bones indicate they could reach up to 18 meters. Nothing like the turbocharged Mosasaur we see in Jurassic World, but it's true that Mosasaurus was a super predator of its time, capable of feeding on practically any animal, including giant turtles, sharks, and other marine reptiles, including other mosasaurs. Fossil evidence shows that Mosasaurus engaged in aggressive combat with other individuals of the same species, evidenced by cuts, fractures, and perforations in their heads and necks, including embedded teeth. This is one of the reasons why Mosasaurus is featured in this catalog. If you want to know more about Mosasaurus, leave your comment, and I'll soon bring a video about it. Basilosaurus. It's unusual to think of a whale as a monster, but this wasn't an ordinary whale. So much so that when it was initially described, paleontologists believed it was a reptile, the Basilosaurus. Its name has origins in ancient Greek, meaning king lizard. This whale was described and named in 1834. Currently, we know two species of this genus, Basilosaurus cetoides, the type species, and Basilosaurus isis. This imposing cetacean existed during the Eocene, between 42 and 33 million years ago, in regions that now comprise Africa, Asia, North America, and South America. The smaller species, in quotes, because it was not small at all, Basilosaurus isis, had an estimated size between 15 to 18 meters. The larger one, Basilosaurus cetoides, could reach from 17 to 20 meters in length, being one of the largest animals that ever existed. With a huge head and jaws equipped with canine and molar teeth, indicating that Basilosaurus chewed its food instead of swallowing it, this whale was quite different from modern ones. It's estimated that Basilosaurus had a bite force of 3,600 pounds per square inch. As you can see, it was the top predator of its time, feeding on sharks, large fish, and other marine mammals. Leviathan. Now, let's explore another whale whose shape seems quite familiar to us, as it is a sperm whale. However, this one was much larger than its contemporary relatives, Leviathan. Its name is a reference to the biblical sea monster, Leviathan. Its fossils were discovered in 2008 and were described and named in 2010. The only known species of this genus is Leviathan melvillei. This prehistoric sperm whale inhabited the Earth during the Miocene, between 10 and 9 million years ago, in regions that now correspond to South America, South Africa, and Australia. It is estimated to have had a size between 13.5 to 17.5 meters in length, making it one of the largest carnivores to ever exist. Its skull was colossal, measuring an impressive 3 meters in length, and its teeth reached over 30 centimeters. Due to its imposing size, it is suggested that Leviathan could hunt large prey such as whales, seals, dolphins, and sharks. Its hunting style is believed to have been similar to modern orcas, although, due to its exceptional size, it is more likely that it hunted alone. Leviathan may have shared its habitat with the Megalodon, competing for these same prey. Megalodon. And, to conclude, but no less significant, let's explore one of the largest monsters and predators that the seas of planet Earth have ever witnessed, the Megalodon. Its name has origins in ancient Greek, meaning big tooth. The first fossils were discovered during the Renaissance and studied until 1667. Currently, this prehistoric shark is categorized in the genus Otodus. The Megalodon existed from the early Miocene to the early Pliocene, spanning a period from 23 to 3.6 million years ago. Therefore, no, the Megalodon no longer exists, as there are millions of years of difference between the last Megalodons and our era. One of the most controversial aspects of this animal is that its exact anatomy is not known, since we only have records of teeth and some vertebrae. This is because shark skeletons are cartilaginous, making it impossible to fully understand their structure. However, the most recent estimates suggest a length of about 16 meters and a weight above 60,000 kilograms, more or less. There is no doubt that the Megalodon is the largest shark ever discovered and one of the most formidable predators to have ever existed in the seas. It is known that this shark fed on whales and dolphins, among other examples, as cetacean vertebrae with deep bite marks have been found, as well as Megalodon teeth near chewed remains of whales. This indicates that it was a predator with a powerful bite, feeding on a wide variety of prey. And so we conclude this week's video, folks. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to leave your like. If I happen to miss any details about these marine monsters, or if there's any special theme you'd like me to cover, please comment. Share this video to keep growing together in this prehistoric community. If you haven't subscribed yet, do it now, it's completely free. And hit the bell to receive notifications whenever I post a new video. Without further ado, I bid you farewell. Until next time.